because of the mother.
Holy mother of all the mothers in the whole motherland. What up, y'all? It's April G. Showers back at y'all with a reaction. We got Pusha T featuring Kendrick Lamar, Nosetalgia. Now, Nosetalgia is spelled Nosetalgia. The regular word nostalgia is Nostalgia, no E. So I know they did that on purpose. I have heard this song, so this is a review. I wanted it on my channel, and I think this song is a perfect embodiment of why Kendrick won the battle with Drake, why Pusha T won the battle with Drake. But we're gonna focus more so on Kendrick. But both of these artists are legends, phenomenal, and Drake can't touch them. Just listen. Drake could never rap either one of these verses and it be true. I'm just saying. I'll put the link to it in the description box so y'all can go check it out. It's 3 minutes and 48 seconds. April G. Squad, fist bump, love y'all. Let's get it. And I got a couple other things I wanted to show y'all regarding this song, showing how genius it fucking is. And yeah. And let's keep in mind, I'll get there. All right, let's go.
Years of selling Johnson & Johnson. I started out as a baby-faced monster. No wonder it's diaper rash on my conscience. My teeth and ring was numb by that nonsense. Jim Star Ranson. 20 plus years of selling Johnson.
20 plus years of selling Johnson & Johnson, who makes powder, coke, crack,
and Johnson. I started out as a baby-faced monster. No wonder it's diaper.
Started out as a baby-faced monster. Johnson & Johnson baby powder, baby face. No wonder I got diaper rash on my conscience. Powder, you get it.
Rash on my conscience. My teeth and ring was numb by that nonsense.
My teeth and ring was numb by that nonsense. A lot of you know I am a recovering addict. I lived in active addiction over 15 years, been clean over 13 years now. I did spend a little over a year doing cocaine, never did crack, but I stayed in crack houses and was around a lot of crackheads, but I never did do crack. I just was scared, had heard how extremely addictive it was. I just didn't want to try it, but I did do cocaine, like I said, over a year. It's also extremely addictive. And I ended up quitting on my own on my 18th birthday and never touched it again. But he said my teething ring was numbed from the nonsense. If you do cocaine, you snort cocaine, you rub what's left on the CD case is what we use. CD case, the table, wherever you chopped your line out to snort, whatever the residue that's left on the table, you get it with your finger and you rub it on your gums and your mouth and it numbs your
Under his diaper rash on my conscience. My teeth and ring was numb by that.
Now Drake could probably relate to this. Not selling it, but doing it. I don't think he's done crack, but I'm pretty sure he's done coke. Most celebrities have and or do. Not all, but a lot. A lot. Especially in the music industry, I'm just saying.
Nonsense, Jim Star, razor and a dinner plate.
A razor and a dinner plate.
Hammer and a mason jar, that's my dinner date.
Arm and hammer and a mason jar, that's my dinner date.
Then crack the window in the kitchen, let it ventilate.
Crack. He's telling you right there the whole, in the words of Cat Williams, I don't know the recipe, but I'm just saying. So he's talking about how cooking and selling crack was his life. It was his dinner date, you know.
And a mason jar, that's my dinner date.
He said crack the window, let it ventilate. Crack, like crack the window literally. And then the drug crack.
gem star, razor, and a dinner plate. Arm and hammer and a mason jar, that's my dinner date. Then crack the window in the kitchen, let it ventilate. Cause I let it sizzle on the stove like a minute steak. Nigga, I was crack in the school zone.
I was crack in the school zone. He sold crack at school.
Sizzle on the stove like a minute steak. Nigga, I was crack in the school zone. 2 beepers on me, starter jacket that was 2-tone. 4 lockers, 4 different bitches got they mule on.
2 beepers on me, a starter jacket 2-tone, 2 beepers on me, 4 lockers, and 4 bitches get they mule on. So he had 4 bitches that worked for him that was his drug mules.
On me, starter jacket that was 2-tone. 4 lockers, 4 different bitches got they mule on. Black Ferris Bueller cutting school with his jewels on.
Black Ferris Bueller cutting school with his jewels on. His chains, his jewelry. Ferris Bueller, if you've never seen that movie, can't help you. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, come on.
4 different bitches got they mule on. Black Ferris Bueller cutting school with his jewels on. Couldn't do wrong with a chest full of chains and an arm full of watches. What I sell for pain in the hood, I'm a doctor. Shit. Arm full of watches. What I sell for pain in the hood, I'm a doctor.
What I sell for pain in the hood, I'm a doctor. What I sell is for pain in the hood. I'm a doctor. Come on, bro. He's saying he's just like these doctors that sell anything else for pain. What's the fucking difference? And that is true.
Chains and an arm full of watches. What I sell for pain in the hood, I'm a doctor. Chivago, tried to fight the urge like Ivan Drago. If he dies like Doughboy the Trey. If he rides, throwing punches in his room. If he cries, he cries. We don't drink away the
Rocky, number 1, and just fire.
urge like Ivan Drago. If he dies like Doughboy the Trey. If he rides, throwing punches in his room. If he cries, he cries. We don't drink away the pain. When a nigga die, we add a link to the chain. Inscribe a nigga name in your flesh. We playing on a higher game of chess. Once you delegate his bills, who gon' fuck his bitch the best?
Bruh. Let me go back.
Urge like Ivan Drago. If he dies like Doughboy the Trey. If he rides,
If he dies like Doughboy the Trey. If he rides,
throwing punches in his room.
Throwing punches in his room. If he cries, he cries.
If he cries, We don't drink away the pain.
We don't drink away the pain.
When a nigga die,
we add a link to the chain.
Add a link to the chain. Inscribe a nigga name in your flesh.
Inscribe a name in your flesh. Tattoo.
We playing on a higher game of
We're playing on a higher game of chess.
Once you delegate his bills.
Once you delegate his bills, who gon' fuck his bitch the best?
Who gon' fuck his bitch the best?
So he's like, when somebody dies here, we don't focus on the pain from that. We don't focus on the death. We focus on what the fuck we can get from it, motherfucker. That's how hard we living. When a motherfucker dies, somebody delegates the motherfucker's bills, and then we're like, who can fuck his bitch? Come on, bruh.
We playing on a higher game of chess. Once you delegate his bills, who gon' fuck his bitch the best? 1 million megapixels of the Pyrex. Started on the scale, did you tell my only Timex? Nigga, this
hold on.
The pixels of the Pyrex. Once you delegate his bills, who gon' fuck his bitch the best? 1 million megapixels.
1 million megapixels of the Pyrex.
Of the Pyrex. Started on the scale, did you tell?
Started on a scale, digital, my only Timex. His only Timex, like, you know, the Timex watches are really popular, whatever, or they were, I don't know if they still are, don't care. But he said a scale where he weighed the crack and coke and shit was his only Timex. Come on, bruh.
His bitch the best. 1 million megapixels of the Pyrex. Started on the scale, did you tell my only Timex? Nigga, this is timeless, simply cause it's honest.
This is timeless simply cause it's honest. Speaks for itself.
Pure as the fumes that be fucking with my sinus.
Pure as the fumes that be fucking with my sinus. Fumes from cooking the crack.
This is timeless, simply cause it's honest. Pure as the fumes that be fucking with my sinus. Nigga, this is Simon Says, Simon Red. Blood on your diamond till you dying dead. Yeah. You wanna see a dead body? Instrumentals from my mama's Christmas party. Troubles on my mind. I still smell crime. My little brother crying. Smokers repeatedly buying my Sega Genesis. Either that or my aunt.
Smokers repeatedly buying my Sega Genesis. Either that or my auntie was stealing it.
She was stealing it. Hit the pipe and start feeling.
Hit the pipe and start feeling it. So he's talking about how as a kid he grew up in a house full of crack addicts and dealers. His mama sold the shit, stole his Sega Genesis. His aunt would steal it from her to get some, and she would sell it to whoever for crack or whatever. Like, he's speaking from the perspective of watching what crack and coke can do to people. He's seen it as a child, whereas Pusha T lived it and became a dealer and shit. Like, come on, bro.
Buying my Sega Genesis, either that or my auntie was stealing it. Hit the pipe and start feeling it. Ooh, weed cut me some slack. We never did that. This was different. Jeez Louise, please help me relax. Quantum physics could never show you the world I was in when I.
Quantum physics could never show you the world I was in.
Louise, please help me relax. Quantum physics could never show you the world I was in when I was 10.
When I was 10.
When 9 ounces had got you 10.
Back when 9 ounces had got you 10.
And 9 times out of 10.
And 9 times out of 10.
Niggas don't pay attention.
Don't pay attention.
And when there's tension in the air.
And when there's tension in the air, 9s come with extensions.
Air, 9s come with extensions.
Now, let me show y'all this. They explain it better than I do. This is crazy.
When Kendrick Lamar said,
"Quantum physics could never show you the world I was in,"
he wasn't joking. The line is from Kendrick's feature on Pusha T's Nosetalgia, and he continues by describing his childhood during the crack epidemic, using lines that feature the numbers 9 and 10.
When I was 10, back when 9 ounces had got you 10, and 9 times out of 10, niggas don't pay attention, and when there's tension in the air, 9s come with extensions.
When you add up these 9s and 10s, you get 87. Why 87?
I was born in 87, my granddaddy.
The hidden sum being its birth year ties into the verse's childhood theme. But why use only 9s and 10s? 10 plus 9 is 19, completing the birth year in full, 1987. But he also specifically used 3 9s and 6 10s. Why?
I said, Daddy, one day I'ma get you right with 36 zips.
A zip of cocaine is an ounce, and 36 ounces is a brick. And speaking of bricks,
we'll get there in a second. We'll get to the brick in a second. So keep that shit in mind.
Daddy turned a quarter piece to a 4.5. Took a L, started selling soap fiends bubble bath. Broke his nails, misusing his pinky to treat his nose.
So he's talking about his father now and everything he did for his addiction to cocaine. He said broke his pinky nail, trying to treat his nose. Hold on.
Selling soap fiends bubble bath. Broke his nails, misusing his pinky to treat his nose.
Broke his nails, misusing his pinkies to treat his nose. Now, a popular thing, if you are addicted to cocaine or you snort cocaine, you have a long pinky nail, long ass pinky nail, to scoop up the powder and do a bump. I mean, it's like a thing. It is down here anyway. And obviously there too. That's California, so.
Started selling soap fiends bubble bath. Broke his nails, misusing his pinky to treat his nose. Shirt buttoned open, taco meat laying on his gold. I said, Daddy, one day I'ma get you right with 36 zips.
Daddy, one day I'm gonna get you right with 36 zips, which is an ounce of coke.
1,000 grams of cocaine, then your name will be rich.
1,000 grams of cocaine, then your name will be rich.
Now you can rock it up or sell it soft as leather interior.
Now you can rock it up, you can make crack out of it, or sell it soft, just leave it powder form, as leather interior.
Drop some ice cubes in it, Debo her perimeter. See,
drop some ice cubes in it, Debo, you know Debo from, yeah.
Hey son, how come you think you be Drop some ice cubes in it, depot her perimeters. He said, son, how come you think you be my connect? I said, pops, your ass is washed up with all due respect.
So his father says to him, hey, so I didn't ever think you'd be my connect. And then he says back to his father that he's washed up with all due respect.
How come you think you be my connect? I said, pops, your ass is washed up with all due respect. He said, well, nigga, then show me how it all makes sense.
His dad said, well, then show me how it all makes sense.
Go figure, motherfucker, every verse is a brick. Your son dope, nigga.
Go figure, every verse is a brick. Your son dope. And he says, so go reap what you sow. He's the dope. And his father made him. He ain't gotta sell actual dope. Cause every verse is worth a brick. Come the fuck on, man.
Kendrick cites one of these in the verse's climactic line.
Go figure, motherfucker, every verse is a brick. Your son dope, nigga.
Kendrick calls himself dope, equating the value of his verse to a brick of cocaine. But he also says go figure, as in check the...
And also dope, he's saying he's dope, cool, dope, as in drugs, dope, you get it.
Figures, and he's serious. Nostalgia is divided perfectly in half.
Go back.
Kendrick calls himself dope, equating the value of his verse to a brick of cocaine. But he also says go figure, as in check the figures, and he's serious. Nostalgia is divided perfectly in half to the second. Pusha T has one half which contains one verse, and Kendrick has the other half which contains one verse. And can you guess how many bars there are in each half of the song? 36. Just like Kendrick said, every verse is a brick. And that's why.
Kendrick Lamar is the best rapper alive. Dissect captioned the viral clip, which is a
Shout out to Dissect Podcast. So yeah, and let's keep in mind, they did this song 10 fucking years ago. Imagine what they do today. We saw Kendrick. I ain't heard Pusha T in a minute. I don't know if he's put anything out or nothing. He's not somebody I follow that closely. I do follow him on social medias, but it's just difficult to keep up with every single artist and every single song drop. There's no fucking way. You know what I mean? I have to depend on y'all a lot, and yeah.
Now reap what you sowed, nigga. Please reap what you sowed, nigga. I was born in 87, my granddaddy a legend. Now the same shit that y'all was smoking is my profession. Let's get it.
Yeah, the same shit that y'all was smoking is my profession. Let's get it.
Out your speaker. You better change. You better change what comes out your speaker. They must be on the dick.
They from the hood for real, for real. Now, I posted this on my community page. I'm just gonna show y'all, for those who hadn't seen it. Drake really looked at both of these beasts and thought, yeah, I can beat them both. Laughing my ass. Bruh, seriously though. Yes, this verse was recorded prior to Control, but it was not released till after the Control verse, because this was released in 2014. Control came out in 2013. And look, I see y'all showing out 106 people like this post. Come on, bruh. That's funny too. But Drake won. Drake don't even know nothing about being from the hood, bruh. I do. Get the fuck out of here.
You better change what comes out your speaker. They must be on the.
So, the double in the title, Nosetalgia, knows they're connected because of drug addiction. Knows people snort cocaine. You get it. Man. Fire lyricism. I wanted this on my channel so bad. It's so fire. Salute Pusha T, Kendrick. You already know. He done moved up to my number 3 in my top 5. He was number 5. Now he's number 3. I'm just saying, I've heard more amazing lyricism from Kendrick. Not just the disses, other stuff. Other stuff to make him that. I'm just saying. Judge me, I don't care. I got 7 people in my top 5. And what you gonna do about it? Number 1 is Eminem and Lupe Fiasco. Number 2 is Tupac. Number 3 is Kendrick Lamar. Number 4 is King Crooked. And number 5 is Tech 9 and NF. So, yeah. But y'all, comment below y'all's thoughts. What do y'all think of Nosetalgia? Pusha T featuring Kendrick Lamar. Just let me know y'all's thoughts and everything. What do y'all think of the community post that I showed y'all that I had posted? What do y'all think of the bars? Just everything they talked about. What do y'all think about Drake in relation to this? Just everything. Be real. Be respectful, please, but be real. I will put the link to this in the description box so y'all can go check it out. Please like this video on your way out, like more important than you think, and please subscribe to my channel, y'all. Alright, y'all. April G Squad, fist bump, love y'all, and I'll see y'all in just a little bit. Peace out.